The way we are conditioned, the way our mind is conditioned, the way we are educated, is all very one-dimensional. We are educated to identify with something, to hold on to something, to grab something, to associate ourselves with something, so that we function in this world in a way that the economy is running and everything else is running, and we collectively function as a society. Nothing wrong in that. But the other way, the other side of the coin, which is dissociation, to let go, to disidentify with things, nobody teaches that. This whole dissociation, let go, is left for us to figure it out ourselves in our life. There is no education for it. And there are only two ways we learn this let go, we learn this dissociation, disidentification. One, the hard way, which is where we get hurt, where we find ourselves in difficult situations, and we learn with the experiences of life. And the other way is meditation. Before I tell you how meditation can help you to let go, I would like you to know, or you to share, why is it difficult to let go? Why do you think is it difficult to let go? Of a person, of things, of thoughts, of ideas, fears, anything. Why is it so difficult to let go? Let me share a small story from my personal life. When I was, I think, 3 or 4 years old, my father said, let's go on a ride. He took me into the car. In Germany, or in this part of this world, Switzerland, France, you have this seat for the children, this Kindersitz. In India, there's nothing like that. So it's pretty adventurous to take the kid in the car. And my father simply put me in his lap while, he was driving the car. And he put the seatbelt on, and we went on a ride. I was very small, but I could still put my hands, my small little hands, on the steering. And as the car was driving, as my father was driving, my hands started to move. And I started to feel that, oh, I'm driving. I started to enjoy that very much. I looked outside, I looked in the front. When I wanted to turn right, I turned the wheel right, and the car turned right. I wanted to turn left, the car turned left. And it was so pleasurable. It was so much fun. I thought, I'm driving the car. I totally forgot that somebody else was driving the car. And then we reached to a place where it was very crowded, and I wanted to turn right, but the car did not turn right. The car turned left. I wanted to turn left, the car turned right. The car just turned the way it wanted to turn, or my father wanted it to turn, but not me. And that experience left me with dissatisfaction. I was in that moment so annoyed, so frustrated. I was crying, why is it not moving? I wanted to turn it to right, but it's not moving. What could I have done? Just cried. Few years later, I went through certain experiences of my life where I realized that, oh, I'm driving my life. I'm so confident that whatever I will do, wherever I will drive my life, it will go this way. If I drive it in this way, it will go that way. So, perfectly fine, everything was going fine. More experiences in life, more maturity. I saw that it only happens sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time that I want to drive my life in the right way and it goes in the right way, and I want to drive it in the left way, it goes in the left way. Sometimes I want to drive it in the right way, it goes left, and so on. And this thought brought me back to my childhood, and I started to think, maybe I'm not the driver of this life. I'm not the driver of my own life. Maybe there is a higher force. Maybe there is a Father. Maybe there is God or something that is driving my life. And that left me also in a very strange space, a space where I thought maybe I'm not in control, then what is the sense of me trying to drive this life? I did not find these answers, so I sat down, I meditated, I explored my inner silence, I explored my inner space to understand who is this driver. Am I driving, or somebody else driving, or is there a higher force, or who is this driver? The deeper I got into my meditation, into my silence, I found out that there is no driver. It's not only that I am not the driver, it's also that there is nobody else who is the driver. Life has its own flow. It goes on its own flow. The only thing we can do is to be with the flow. That is the highest realization. In meditation, that is the highest realization. In fact, meditation is nothing but letting go. Letting go is meditation, and meditation is letting go. Letting go along with the flow of life. To just let the flow of life be.